Today's topic, catastrophic engine failure. Catastrophic engine failure. Well, what are you talking about, Chris? Well, I'm glad you asked. I was actually checking my Facebook post when I came across an online post of a rider that has the new style Honda Goldwing, and he had a catastrophic engine failure. Now, according to the post, he was riding on his new style Honda Goldwing and he hit a pothole. The next thing you know, he started losing oil and the engine shut down. He also went on to say that he had the bike hauled to a shop, and the shop is now looking at the bike, and they sent him pictures of the damages. So basically what happened, he was riding, he hit a pothole, he started losing oil. The next thing you know, the engine shut down. So now that the bike is in the shop, they sent him a photo, and it's a big old hole in the side of the engine. Now, one of the comments that the rider received, one person said that the photo wasn't real, that it was a scam. And he reassured on the post that it was not a scam, that he actually hit a pothole while riding on his new Honda Goldwing. The bike started shooting oil and he lost power, or the engine shut off, and he rode it to a shop, or he hauled it to a shop. Either way it go, the bike is in the shop, and he assured that it was not fake, that it was real. And when I was reading this post, my first thought that came to mind is, where is your belly pan? If you guys been keeping up with my channel, I've always talked about, make sure that you have a belly pan on your Honda Goldwing. I've also said that it doesn't matter which brand that you put on, as long as you put on some type of lower engine protection to protect the underneath of your Honda Goldwing. So, as a result, you're out of thousands of dollars worth of damage that could have been prevented if you would have purchased the belly pan. Every time I make a video, somebody call or they text. So just because you're riding a $30,000 motorcycle does not mean you're out of the woods. You're just getting in the door. When you spend that kind of money on a Honda Goldwing, you're just getting in the door. There are a lot of things that you're gonna need to purchase for your new style Honda Goldwing. Remember, I talked about this a few videos back. Motorcycling ain't cheap. Motorcycling is not cheap. But I've also stated in my videos that you need some type of lower engine protection on your Honda Goldwing. I put out a video showing how to install Mac McAllister belly pan or Mac McAllister engine case guard. I put out videos showing Wingstuff belly pan. I talked about the importance. I've talked about things that are lying in the road that you're subject to hit when you're riding down the highway, and why it's important to have some type of belly pan or a lower engine case guard on your Honda Goldwing. Unfortunately, when you go out and purchase your Honda Goldwing from the dealership, the Honda manufacturer does not, they don't give you a belly pan. That's left up to the rider. But getting back to the post, I responded on that post and I said, did anybody not get the memo about the belly pan? Because I know I've done a lot of videos talking about the importance of the belly pan. I've done videos showing how to install the belly pan, walking through step by step. Now, there could be several reasons why the rider didn't have a belly pan. Maybe the rider is new and he had no idea. Or maybe the rider was thinking that it couldn't happen to him. Maybe he was thinking, I don't need a belly pan. I'm a careful rider. You know, I'm real careful out here, so I don't need a belly pan. Surely it can't happen to me. Or maybe he just thought maybe he would buy the belly pan at a later date. Maybe he was thinking he'll buy the belly pan at a later date. I don't know. But I will tell you that a belly pan is cheaper than having your motorcycle damaged. I mean, think of the downtime. If you're riding, you hit something in the road, you're losing downtime. The shop is subject to have your bike. Nowadays, they'll tell you 4 to 6 weeks on repairs. Every time I make a video, you guys want to text me. It never fails. Matter of fact, let me just put this phone on airplane mode so I don't be disturbed while trying to talk to you guys. Now, back to what I was saying. Maybe the rider had no idea that he needed a belly pan. Maybe the rider was being cheap. I don't know. Maybe he was not informed. Maybe he didn't get the memo. But I've always stated that putting a belly pan on your Honda Goldwing is a lot cheaper than having a catastrophic engine failure. You're gonna lose the downtime. Your bike is gonna be in the shop for several weeks. They're gonna charge you, they could charge you $10,000 depending on how much damage is done to your bike. You're at their mercy. Now, one of the comments, somebody said that his insurance company should take care of it. I've always said it's best to be proactive than reactive. And his insurance company, hopefully he has insurance. And hopefully his insurance company actually takes care of it. But think about it. Most people have a what? A $500 deductible? Maybe even $1,000 deductible. A belly pan is only, what, a couple $100? You can install it yourself. I put out videos on how to put them in. If you missed the video on how to install a belly pan on your new Honda Goldwing, you could click on that link in the top corner. $200 is still cheaper than $500 for an insurance claim that's gonna count against you. And will the bike ever be the same once somebody go into that engine? I'm not saying it wouldn't be, but you know, all of this could be prevented. You know, I try to put the videos out there. I'm not selling my videos. I'm not charging you guys. Absolutely free. Knowledge is key. Knowledge is power. Now, I don't know everything. I'm not claiming to be a know-it-all. That I know, and that I don't know. But if I have some good information, I don't mind sharing it if it'll save you guys some money. If anybody out there watching this video and you have a new style Honda Goldwing, or even a previous generation Honda Goldwing, there is no reason why you shouldn't have a belly pan on your Honda Goldwing. Could anybody explain to me? Put it in the comment section and explain to me why you don't have a belly pan. Now, Honda didn't provide you one from the manufacturer, which I think all Honda Goldwings should have them. But since Honda did not provide that for you, why do you not have a belly pan on your Honda Goldwing? Are you the kind of rider that waits for something to happen to be reactive? Or are you proactive? You know, I had one rider to tell me, he said, Chris, man, I can't travel with you, man. Your bike is perfect. Your bike is just perfect. You know, that's a cop-out. The reason my bike is in the condition that it's in is that I keep it in a state of readiness. I want to be able to jump on my bike and go anywhere at any time, not worrying about my bike need to go into the shop. I may want to hop on at any time and ride across America. But everybody should keep their motorcycle in a state of readiness. If you don't want to do the work yourself, take it to the Honda dealer and let them service it for you. But buy the accessories that you're going to need for your motorcycle. Real quick, what are some of the things that you're going to need when you buy your Honda Goldwing? You're going to need a belly pan, because if you hit something in the road, you know, nowadays, you know, and real quick, you know, I talked about how these contractors are hauling all kinds of stuff on the back of their pickup trucks, ladders on top of minivans, blacked out windows, workhorses on the back of trailers, concrete. They're dropping all kinds of crap in the road. You're subject to fly, and something fly up and hit the bottom of your engine, and now you out of thousands of dollars because you didn't want to spend $200 on a belly pan from Wingstuff. Some of the things that you're going to need, besides the belly pan, you're going to need a cup holder. You know, when you're riding on your motorcycle, when it's hot, you're going to get dehydrated. You're going to need something to drink. Gatorade, water. You want to stay hydrated, you need a cup holder. I highly recommend Gold Stripe big ass cup holder. If you don't know how to install it, I'll include a video link. Also, you're going to need a phone holder to hold your phone. The phone is an extension of the rider. Everybody that's watching this video, I guarantee your phone is at least 3 feet from you. Also, you're going to need a wireless helmet communicator. You need to pair your phone to your helmet communicator. If something happens, you can make a phone call while you're riding. You don't have to stop on the side of the interstate, risk getting ran over because you stopped to make a phone call. Maybe your bike has, you know, having some issues. You can make a phone call while you're riding. Maybe somebody is road raging you. You can call law enforcement while you're riding. You know? So the phone is an extension of the rider. You got to have a helmet communicator. We're not going to get into everything that a rider is going to need when they purchase their Goldwing. We can do that on a later video. But if there's some things that you're going to have to purchase for your Honda Goldwing, you can't get around it. Stop being cheap. You know, if you guys missed my video and I talked about this, motorcycling ain't cheap. If you missed that video when I talked about motorcycling ain't cheap, you can click on the link in the top corner. You know any cheap bikers? Buy the things that you're going to need for your bike. You're going to need a fuse block. You're going to want to add accessories. You're going to want to add lights. You're going to want to add lights. You don't want to tie into the wiring of the bike. You don't want to tie into the CAN bus of the bike. You want to tie into the fuse block that's coming off the battery. And that fuse block is wired to where when you turn on the key, it gets power to the fuse block and it'll send power to your accessories. If you blow a fuse, it blows the fuse out of the fuse block, not off of the motorcycle. But we're not going to get into everything that a rider is going to need when you get your bike. But just because you spend $30,000 on a motorcycle doesn't mean that you're out of the woods. You're just getting started. If you guys been watching my video for the past several years, I'm still buying accessories. I'm still adding accessories. It's a never-ending battle. Now you got some guys that'll buy a bike and just leave it stock and not do anything to it. But there are some things you're gonna need for that bike. You got a new Goldwing, you're gonna need a new ultimate seat. Because if you're uncomfortable on your bike, man, that's a hard ride. On the previous generation Honda Goldwing, that seat was fine. You don't even have to change it out unless you just want to change it out for looks. But on that new style Honda Goldwing, oh, it's hard on your butt. I highly recommend picking up an ultimate seat for your new style Honda Goldwing. But back to the rider. Back to the rider that had the engine failure, hitting the pothole in the road, losing all of their oil, the engine shutting off. It's best to be proactive and not reactive. Spend a couple $100 on a belly pan. It doesn't matter if you get a Wingstuff belly pan. It doesn't matter if you get a Traction Dynamics belly pan. Put something on your bike. You know, when I hear stories of people having unnecessary breakdowns because they failed to do the right thing, you know, it just kind of saddens me, you know. You got some people out there that say, well, I don't care, that's their problem. And that's why I put the videos out there to help you guys. You know, I'll spend the money up front and I'll let you guys know if the products that I'm putting on my bike are good, if the products are not good. You know, I'll let you guys know. But if you are a Honda Goldwing owner, buy the things you need. Stop being cheap. Buy the things that you need. A $200 belly pan sounds a lot better than several thousand dollars worth of damage and losing the downtime and having your bike sitting up at somebody's shop and you're at their mercy when you could have prevented that. So this is actually a teachable moment. This is a teachable moment. You know, growing up very poor on the south side of Memphis, I learned from other people's mistakes. You know, I look at what somebody else do and say, you know what, I'm not gonna do that. You know, you can learn from other people's mistakes. So that is a teachable moment. Hitting something in the road. You know, that's one of the reasons why I don't like to ride my motorcycle at night. It's because a lot of times you outrun your headlights, and when you realize that you're up on an object, maybe wildlife, maybe something lying in the road, it's too late. You can't maneuver around it. You have to hit it. And depending on what it is, it could throw you off the bike. That's why a lot of times I try to be off the road by dark. So all this is a teachable moment. You know, I'm not trying to browbeat anybody. I'm not trying to kick a man while he's down. This is just a teachable moment. So if you have a Honda Goldwing and you do not have a belly pan, I want you to go online to wingstuff.com and get your belly pan. They got them for the new style Honda Goldwing. They have them for the previous generation Honda Goldwing. They're not that expensive, and it's worth it. Trust me, it is worth the investment. Not having a belly pan on your motorcycle is like not having insurance on your motorcycle. How dumb is that? Don't be a statistic. I just want to put that out there for anybody that's watching this video. Well, I'm not going to take up any more of your time. I want everybody to chime in on this video. If you do not have a belly pan on your Honda Goldwing, I want you to let me know why. Why not? If you have a belly pan on your Honda Goldwing, let me know your experience, the good, or if there's any bad. And if you ever hit something in the road, what did you hit? What happened? What did it cost you to get your bike fixed? And now that you have hit something, did you go and get you a engine case guard or a belly pan for your Honda Goldwing? Well, anyway, I'm not going to take up any more of your time. I just wanted to talk to you guys from the Corvette. It's been a minute since I've been on my Honda Goldwing. The weather is changing. It's starting to be a little bit cooler. We're into the fall. In a few weeks, we'll be into the winter time. So anyway, let me know what you think. Drop a comment down in the comment section below. Be sure to check the description of the video for any pertinent information. And I will include a link where you can pick up your belly pans and how to put the belly pans on your Honda Goldwing. If you like this video, click the like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube channel. This is your boy Chris, out in the Corvette. Out in the Corvette. And I will, as always, I will talk to you guys later. Deuces.